I'm Tony Turton, I'm chairman of STOP, Sneinton Tenants Outreach Programme. We've been running now for about 7 years. We are a local community group. We set up in a local pub, decided to get rid of the antisocial behaviour on the park. We have required the use of the building off the City Council. It used to be an old bowling green. As you can see, we've transformed it into our community hub. I think we've got something like about 10, 15, 20 members. We've got a good rapport with the Nottingham City Council, the local beat manager and everything. Obviously the CPOs, we've got a very good rapport with them.
My name's Pete Wright, I'm from STOP TRA Group. We also work with patch managers from Nottingham City Homes and community protection officers, and what we actually do is a patch walk in the area where we go around to see what defects or graffiti, rubbish, fly tipping, you name it, we go around to see if there's any there, and if there is, we report it to the CPOs who's there, and they have to sort it out. I do believe within 28 days they have to do some kind of action on it, which so far they have done, the antler is down.
Yeah, so this is one of the schemes that we consulted with local residents on. I think there was a great deal of antisocial behaviour and people sort of trying to park the vehicles down here. So what we did, we spoke to local residents through the TNR group and community groups, and this was identified through you guys, Pete and Sue, as one of the issues that was concerning people on here. So what we did, we came out with the contractors, got a price and submitted it as part of this year's environmental schemes. And luckily that was approved, and I think residents of both sides are quite happy with it and have seen the benefits of it. So obviously on the health and safety street inspections, what we'll try and do is identify hedges that potentially are left to get out of hand or overgrown, or could, in this case, cause a problem with people trying to walk on the footpath and cars parking. Because if you imagine if you were coming past with a pushchair and a little one, or you weren't too stable on your feet, then this is, in a way, going to start to restrict access. So this, does ideally need to be cut back.
We've also got a good rapport with the Nottingham Payback team. Obviously they are ex-criminals, they do come on the park, they do a lot of cutting the grass, trimming the edges and everything. They are doing a lot of work on the Nectar building, getting it all ready because they're going to have a community garden. So yeah, I think as a group, I think we have come a long way within the last 7 years.
We're on King Edward Park, and behind me is an old building where the gardening was neglected, and what we've done, the group, we've took it over as a community garden, and people from the neighbourhood and anybody who lives around the neighbourhood wants to get involved are willing to come and help in the garden. We think it's important because on the park there was lots of antisocial behaviour, drug dealing, people injecting, and the problem was that people with families wouldn't use the park. So we're setting the group up and working along Nottingham City Homes, Nottingham Police, Renewal Trust, Nottingham City Council and all the councillors and everybody else I forgot to mention. It's really brought the area back together now, and it's real good, and people feel safe to come on the park once again.
We've just started the job shop. It's been going now for 3 weeks. There has been quite a few people coming down to see what job vacancies there are. I mean, obviously now we are running a health and breakfast club. Say it's been running now for about 3 years. We do use the park. We put quite a few events on. Hopefully this year we're going to be putting a Christmas fair on. We have had quite a few events on last year. I think we had about three events on.
I'm Lorna. I've been a tenant for 7 years now, and I just do volunteering down here. I'm part of the STOP Association. was a girl with cerebral palsy and her mum couldn't afford a trike, so we did a fundraising event down on the park. We raised over £2,000 to get her a trike that she needed, which is self-propelled rather than pedal yourself. There was tabletop stores, tombola, face painting, bouncy castles, all different bits. If we do an event down here, there's quite a good turnout for them.
We have got an event in, I think it's early June. That's going to be for Help the Heroes and Haywood House, the cancer unit, the City Hospital. So we've advertised for groups like Boys Brigade, Brownies. Obviously, they're going to be coming down. They're going to be doing a cookery demonstration 1 month a year, so that people can come in to see if they can cook food on a budget, where you don't have to pay all that expense out. So that's another thing what we've got happening. I've lived around there, and obviously there's quite a few of our group. We've lived around here for about 20, 30, 40 years. And we've seen how good this park used to be. I mean, I can remember 40 years ago when we used to play football on here. And we just want to bring that back. We don't really exactly want it for ourselves. We want it for we've got quite a few schools around here. They come on, they do a nature run and all this, that and the other. So that's what we want to give the park back to the people. That's what it's there for.
If you don't know where to start and you're not sure, just get in touch with either somebody from Nottingham City Homes, Nottingham Neighbourhood Management Team, they all have a local team, or if not sure, get in touch with anybody from a local council or wherever in your area, and they'll put you right, and they'll even help you to start a group up if you want it, and supply the funding for you to get started in that. So I say to everybody in Nottingham, if you want your community to be better, be prepared and get your fingers out and help to do it, and don't rely on the services all the time.
I think if you've got a few people dedicated, and it's not a matter of putting a lot of time in, just a couple of hours a week, if you've got the dedicated people to do that, I think it's surprising you can go a long way. And it's surprising there is help out there. There is funding out there from city councils and everything. There is people to help. And yeah, I would just encourage people to have a go.